All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to this fun little project that I'm doing. I'm in the middle of restructuring almost everything that I do as a result of, the pandemic and just the world changing constantly. So one of the things that I'm doing is this new project called Hell Yes Creative, and I wanted to give you a little bit of my origin story with comedy, how I got to where I am right now, the different things the different paths I almost went down, and just basically how I landed on what I'm doing. All part of the origin story of not only the theater I co-founded, the new movement, but also Hell Yes Creative, this new project that I am in the midst of launching right now. So I appreciate y'all watching and checking this out. So I came into comedy because I wanted to be, well, first I wanted to be Jim Carrey. I saw Jim Carrey and saw like Pet Detective and all that, and I was like, oh, I want to be Jim Carrey, easy. And then I read more about Jim Carrey's journey. It was like, okay, he was a stand-up comedian, and that's how he became an actor. Okay, the thing you do is you become a comedian, or that's how you become an actor. So and then the dream morphed, it evolved over the years, and then I got actually less specific, more vague with my goals. I wanted to be a hidden camera show actor. So this is like in the back of my mind. Everything I'm doing, I'm thinking one day I'm going to be a hidden camera show actor. So, when I would watch like these shows where like these prank shows, I would just be like, that's what I want to do. I want to be on these prank shows as an actor. I can keep a straight face. I think that I can be fearless maybe, and let me in. So cut to a couple years later, and I was working production. I was doing, behind the scenes camera stuff. The entire time wishing, of course, I was in front of the camera, but this is like Lifetime movies and Jerry Bruckheimer films like Glory Road. I worked on Dukes of Hazzard for a little while. The entire time I'm wishing I was doing more on camera, not behind the camera. So I ended up on the show called Motor Mouth on VH1, which I don't know if you remember this. Very quick synopsis of Motor Mouth is that people would be in cars driving, not knowing they were being filmed, and you basically VH1 caught people singing in the car. They put it on TV. They were embarrassed. That's the show. While I was on Motor Mouth, I was I was the only local person. Everyone else was from Los Angeles. And I was telling them my ultimate goal is to be in a hidden camera show. One of the people said, hey, I actually have a friend who is on hidden camera shows in LA. He's an improv guy. If you want to be on hidden camera shows, you need to take improv classes. So I remember I was in Omaha, Nebraska, because I ended up getting to tour with this show, which was great. I was in Omaha, Nebraska. I looked up improv classes in New Orleans, and I was like, I don't care who's teaching it. I don't care how much it costs. I'm signing up for these improv classes. I did it. I completely fell in love with it. I'm smushing the story down a lot now, but I basically fell in love with improv in such a major way. I quit my production jobs. I started working at a coffee shop here in New Orleans. I just changed everything. It was like, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to throw myself behind improv comedy. And it was all because I wanted to be an actor on a hidden camera show. So, but what ended up happening is I fell completely in love with improv. It scooped me up, and I wanted to get so damn good at it, and I became obsessed. So then I sold my car, and I quit my coffee shop job because I heard that there was this theater in Chicago called Improv Olympic that would teach you improv for like 6 hours a day, 4 days a week for 5 weeks. So I was like, screw it, I'm in. Everything's different now. I'm just throwing myself into this. This was the summer of 2005. And what I didn't know was how much the education side of doing improv would just get in my blood, and how much it would just really changed the way I looked at people, changed the way I listened, changed the way I interacted with strangers and people that I loved. Improv was just such a big game changer for me as a human. And of course, I adore performing. I'm very grateful to get to do shows on stages. But over the years, I have definitely seen my desire to teach more people improv getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's the origin story for how I got into improv and how and where I'm at now, which is just kind of being really inspired and lit up to bring this to as many people as possible. Of course, I'm leaving a lot of things out in the middle here, but that's the beginning, and now here's the end of where I'm at right now, and I'm going to do a better job of taking you with me on this journey, on this process, moving forward on Instagram stories, on YouTube, on podcasts. But basically, now with the way the world has shifted and things are moving online, I have always, education, like courses are moving online. Shit's been online forever. I am really hell-bent. I'm so inspired to figure out a way to bring not just sketch comedy writing to the internet, which that's actually not that difficult to do, but also improv comedy online, which I think is very, very challenging. I think if you hear, oh, there's an improv class being taught online, or we're trying to, take the things that make improv really good, pull them out and teach them in like a philosophical way, not just like here's how to be funny and do a comedy show kind of way. It can be challenging, but I'm up for it. I'm here. I am throwing myself into this. The new company is called Hell Yes Creative. I'm naming it after the comedy festival that I've been running annually for about 8 years now. So it's all about Hell Yes Creative. I'm excited to bring this to y'all. Thank you for watching. So much more content in this world coming from me to you. And I do have some stuff that is already accessible, an improv course that is for people who want to learn how to do improv comedy. Also an improv course that's for people who just want to learn how the philosophies of improv can change their life. And my sketch comedy writing challenge, which is doing really well. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening on the Instagram, also on the YouTube, and more to come from me on this journey. I'm Chris. This is Hell Yes Creative.